Hey LHS.
We're back. Did you miss us? How's it going, Blue Devils? Today is Tuesday, March 28th.
Now let's hear our morning announcements.
What's up, LHS? I'm Ronan Briscoe here with your announcements. Prom tickets will be available for pickup tomorrow at the bank. Please be sure to read the information sheet included with your tickets. This information contains important things you need to know about parking and event times, such as senior walk, royalty, and prize drawings.
If you're interested in joining yearbook staff next year, applications are due next Friday, March 31st, this Friday. If you do not submit an application, you will be not eligible to join the staff. In other news, TV producers of the Wilderness Game Show left their contestants in the wild after their show was canceled.
Well, in the spirit of those producers, Jeff, get back behind the green screen. There you go. He doesn't pay mortgage. He has to live back there.
Jeffrey,
What?
we need to sell out. We're out of money.
Why? Why do we need to sell out?
Because we don't have any money.
Where'd the money go?
We spent it all.
On what?
New hoverboard.
Okay, fine.
And the hospital bill because I fell off of it.
I would never sell out, okay? Selling out is the last thing I'll ever do. I'm Jeff,
And I'm still trying to get a raise.
And I'm here for the free Pop-Tarts.
and welcome to the Good Advice and Useful Knowledge Pop-Tart episode. Today we're going to eat Pop-Tarts for your viewing pleasure. Fun fact, the first flavors are strawberry, blueberry, brown sugar, cinnamon, and apple currant, whatever that sounds like. So our first flavor of today is going to be chocolate chip cookie dough. All right.
There you go. Breakfast of champions.
I say they're a solid pop out of tart.
Mm-hmm.
Good rating. Fun fact, there used to be grape and French toast flavors as well.
That's interesting. Flavor number 2, Orange Crush.
Ew. Those don't even sound good.
Hopefully.
If you like orange soda.
I don't like orange. Burton, what do you think?
I'm a huge fan of orange soda, so these are really good. It literally tastes like Orange Crush.
It's surprisingly accurate.
It's very accurate.
I don't know how they did that, but they did. Sales have gone straight up for 35 years.
The unfrosted ones are actually worse for you, which is great because I hate them, and I'm sure you do too.
You know what flavor I don't hate?
What?
Strawberry. That is what happens when you don't send us advice.
You get me eating on camera, which you may like that anyway, but
Cleveland. And Cleveland got the first taste of these. They're the first place that got Pop-Tarts.
They can generate terrifying flames if left in the toaster for too long.
Oh yeah, don't leave them in the toaster.
And now for the final act.
Is that today's advice?
Don't leave them in the toaster. That's today's advice. Now,
Was it? Yeah.
for the final act, A&W root beer. Oh
Listen,
God!
That crush one was pretty.
Please, why? Why?
That crush
Why?
one was pretty rough. I don't
Why?
think I can handle this.
Did that crush one crush you?
Please don't.
Anyway, it tastes like root beer. How do they do this? How did they capture root beer and put it into a Pop-Tart? This should not work. It works though,
I am.
and I'm sad.
That's way too accurate.
I'm just really bad because I hate root beer.
This episode's been brought to you by Pop-Tarts.
It's fine. I'm just gonna take these and go. It's fun if I need to.
Don't fall.
Well, thank you, sponsors.
Bell.
In today's news, a Tennessee couple have been arrested and charged with aggravated child abuse and neglect.
What did they do, you might ask?
They tried to sell their baby on Craigslist.
26-year-old John David Kane and 37-year-old Deanna Lynn Greer tried to sell their 5-month-old infant for $3,000.
The couple are being held on a $150,000 bond, and the child is in state custody.
That's gotta be a traumatic experience for that child.
Speaking of trauma, here's a recap of Friday's Trauma Day event.
This is Bethany Willis, and I'm out here at Trauma Day. We're here to raise awareness for not texting and driving or not drinking and driving, especially after prom. So come enjoy it. We have ambulances here. We have the fire truck. Lima's here. Right now, Lima's taking apart the car. If there was an accident, they would rip the car open and help the people out. We also have the heavy rescue, the fight rescue, the Lebanon Police Department's here.
Today's our first trauma days at the new Lebanon High School. What we've done is we're getting ready for prom season. Our prom's next week. We want kids to understand the importance of not being distracted drivers. We've brought all of our first responders out today to talk to you guys about what they do. Hopefully you'll never have to use them, but it's good to know that they're there. We have Lima here. We have Lebanon PD. We have Wilson County Sheriff's Department. There's some representatives from Lifeline here. They're going to be landing a helicopter about 10 o'clock, so we'll have that going on. And we do have a car coming. We're going to do some extrication so you can see how they cut you out of cars. But basically, be in the zone, turn off your phones, wear your seatbelts, do not be a distracted driver.
Alright, so we're here at Trauma Day, and this is basically a day where you can just look at all the ambulance, fire trucks, and then pets and horses, and each booth you go to, they'll tell you a little bit more about what they do, and it's all here to raise awareness for not texting and driving. We're just trying to help people. There's a guest speaker who got in an accident involving texting and driving, and we're just trying to raise awareness on to stop it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just cuddle up. You're about to die. I already got it. Already got it back up.
Can, yes, please check the pulse. EMS, pulse movement sensation.
Are you okay? Are you okay, sir?
As she's smiling for the camera, I'm sure, Daisy, that they all.
Trauma Day was fun. I learned a lot, and I won't drink and drive. Yay!
After months of struggling to acquire funding and approval, the Oakland Raiders are officially set to move to Las Vegas.
The NFL gave its approval yesterday after team owners voted 31-1 in favor of the move.
The transition had previously been denied due to fears that placing a team in a nation's gambling city might corrupt the sport.
However, Las Vegas has a serious tourist pull, and the city is willing to supply $200 million to the building of the new stadium.
Now, for more of your sports, here's Zach and Jacob.
Thanks, guys. Here's what we have for your sports today, LHS. In sports news, the Raiders have officially had the league vote to move to Las Vegas, winning with a vote of 31-1, Miami being the only one opposing to the vote.
We've had some exciting March Madness news this past weekend. UCLA taking the loss against Kentucky. Lonzo Ball declaring his last game as a UCLA Bruin. Can't wait to see what happens in the future ahead. Elite Eight games, we had Florida versus South Carolina, an SEC matchup. The final score being 77-70. South Carolina pulled it off, being the underdog in the past two games. They're going to be the underdog in the next game as well, going up against Gonzaga. Gonzaga beat Xavier, which Xavier was the lowest seed in the bracket, being the 11th seed. Congrats to them for making it to the Elite Eight, but they just couldn't take the overpowered Gonzaga team. They won 83-59.
Definitely Gonzaga is a powerhouse. Moving to the second half of the Elite Eight, Kansas Jayhawks taking on the Oregon Ducks. Kansas definitely the favorite in the tournament, but did not come to play. Oregon came and dominated, beating Kansas, kicking them out of the tournament with a score of 74-60. Now we'll move on to probably the best game the tournament's seen so far. UNC Kentucky. Elite Eight matchup, tied ball game. About 5 seconds ago, UNC has the ball, drives down the floor, pulls a jumper, wins with a buzzer beater. Definitely an exciting game. So it'll be Oregon and UNC going to face each other to try to play for a chance to play for the championship.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a crazy game.
Definitely.
We're going to get into some Lebanon High School sports now. Your baseball team had a pair of wins over the weekend against Eagleville and Grace Christian. Congrats to them.
Your soccer team also picked up a win over the Beach Buccaneers with a score of 1-0. Also, your baseball team does play again tonight here at home, opening up district play against the Beach Buccaneers. The first pitch is set to begin around 7 o'clock, so come out and support your guys. That's all I have for your sports today, LHS. I'm Zach.
And I'm Jacob.
We'll see you later.
Thanks, guys. A California Starbucks barista received a handwritten apology note and a $50 tip after a customer lost her temper with him.
The customer, Debbie, was being served through the drive-thru and became frustrated that the shop had ran out of their drink carriers.
The barista, Andrew Richardson, also refused to throw away her trash for her because that's a health code violation.
Debbie returned the next day with an apology and $50.
I don't think I've ever had a customer apologize for their behavior to me before, let alone tip $50.
I actually think it might be like a California thing.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, that's all we have for you today.
Thanks for watching, Blue Devils.
We'll see you tomorrow.